Guys, what's your corner's role in helping that kind of adjustment in fight?
And I think it's a lot about how you're connected to your corner, and each one has a different, like in Killcliff we have Henry, we have Greg. Like these two, they are the guys that I've been working for the longest since the Black Zillion days, and like they're different because one is a striker, like Henry is full, kickboxing. Back in the days, like pure K1 level kickboxing, and Greg is a great wrestler, like a legend, Hall of Famer here, in wrestling. So they have different looks of it. So what I see is they can give me the input of what they see out of their area. So let's see, I'm fighting RDA now. Like there are several things that RDA does in striking that Henry comes to me and can point me out this and that. You could explore this because Henry knows my tools as well. Mm-hmm. So that's really important. Like Henry knows the difference between, let's say, me and Mickey as strikers. So if I'm gonna fight RDA or Mickey's gonna fight RDA, Henry's not gonna do the same thing for both of us because we have different weapons. He's taller than me, and he can exploit things different than I can. The same is gonna happen in wrestling. Like he is much more used to wrestling than I am, so maybe he's gonna, shoot more for takedowns, and Greg's gonna say, "Hey, you could shoot 5 takedowns in a round because I know that you could do it." Now Vicente, maybe he should shoot 1 or 2 so that he doesn't wear out his legs and then he cannot kick anymore. So there's a lot that comes into it, and I think that's what like high-level coaches can really start looking at each fighter as one individual and try to extract the best out of him.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I think not just in the corner, but as a coach, like you don't want to change a fighter so much. Like you don't want to put a saddle on a Mustang. You know what I mean? When they come to you and they have like their gifts, you want to just enhance those things. But I think from the corner, it's like a great second set of eyes, second opinion. Because there's going to be stuff that they're seeing that you're not seeing just because you're in the fucking shit. You're locked in and you got your tunnel vision. You're trying to be in that flow state where you're just seeing, reacting. You know what I mean? You're not sitting there thinking, I wonder, blah, 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 blah. You're not.
That'll make you a step slow, maybe.
Yes, it can if you're thinking too much. So you kind of leave the thinking to them, leave the reacting to you. So they can give you advice. There's times, like we talked about with Jim Miller, he says he's barely heard his corner his whole career.
Yeah.
And there's definitely times where
he's like, I'm not even paying attention.
That's why when I corner people, I'm giving, like, I've heard people try and like be like, do this, like just running off a million things. I know the guy's not hearing that. I've grabbed them if I'm in the corner and I'm like, stop, stop, like. He's not hearing this, you know what I mean? But if there's something where it's like.
But the corner means well.
Of course the corner means well.
Yeah, they mean well.
Of course. Most corners mean well. Sometimes some corners might just want to see the boxing coach might be like, throw this, and then the wrestling coach is like, take him down.
Ooh.
That shit happens because they want to see their own shit get played out.
Oh, wow.
That's absolutely.
Really?
It's ego, and but yeah, it's that happens. It's a
and
part
now
of
they
men.
know the cameras are on. I'm listening to them too. I bet it's even worse these days. They want
That's the
it shouldn't
thing
at the
about
high
the
level.
sport being new. That still happens. Like I feel like other sports that have been there for longer, like it's become such a business, and there's so much money involved and so many big things involved. Like there is no more room for guys that are gonna try to just go there for their ego and want to show off. But our sport is still starting, so I think there's still room for that, especially in the smaller leagues and stuff.
I had a fight. I was fighting for an amateur title, and I had a coach that I was working with, who he was working boxing with me, and in the third round, like I was landing good hands first 2 rounds. Third round, I hit him, I take him down, I end up submitting him, right, choke him. Get out, I'm all happy, got the belt and stuff. That coach stormed out, left. Didn't even say congratulations to me, anything. I called him later. I was like, where are you? He was like, you could have knocked him out.
Wow.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow. You made his brand worse.
Yeah, I could have.
We don't sub
done
people
something.
around my
I could have
parts.
won a different way. Fucking won. Points. You're supposed to win, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I never realized that happened in that sport, but that actually that makes a ton of sense. And you don't ever think of it that way, but that makes a ton of sense in retrospect. These guys are wearing their shirts. They got their brand going. They want to see their style victorious because that's how they sell.
When I'm cornering someone, I just want them to win. I don't give a fuck how they do it.
Yeah.
If it's my teammate, you know what I mean? Even if, let's say me and Vicente were working a bunch of jiu-jitsu. If Vicente knocks him out, I'm just as happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want him to win.
Yeah.
I want to see him come home in one piece, get the W. We good.
I hear you, but also, in fairness to those coaches, not that this is right, I understand it though. You're not selling, memberships to Mickey Gall's Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
Yeah, but you gotta fucking check your ego and check.
And what I think is like there is a way for everybody to grow in the sense that, hey, I'm working with this guy, and maybe he didn't win like with what I teach, but it made a difference because when you get in there, for me as a striker. Until I didn't have a high-level grappling and high-level wrestling, my striking didn't flow. So it depends on the other. So a guy like a coach with experience and that knows what's going on and is part of a team, like he will understand that he will grow with everybody's victory, even if it's not on what he teaches.
Sure.
Because it's like it's an individual sport, but you need a team to train everything. Like it's either going to be you are going to build your own team and you're going to have different coaches, or you're going to be part of a team that has one coach for everything because no one coach can do everything in MMA.
It's hard to be a master. And we've gone back to what I was saying before, it's hard to be a master. Like there's real no masters in the MMA because good luck being a fucking wrestling master, a Muay Thai or kickboxing master,
Sure.
a boxing master, jiu-jitsu master. There's not enough time in the day.
Well,
And there are things that are contrary. Like there are things that are good for jiu-jitsu and are not good for wrestling. So one counters the other. You cannot be the best at both because they think differently.